So one of the biggest things that can get in the way of you making powerful sales and connecting with ideal clients and really growing your business and growing your prosperity is your internal sense of worthiness, right? Feeling somewhere deep inside that you're not worthy of this life, or that you have some kind of secret guilt or shame or something that you did when you were a kid or as a teenager, that you feel like somewhere deep in your unconscious feeling unworthy of having a life of ease and prosperity and success. So I've got a little visualization I'd like to take you through to help you start to shift this feeling and separate out things that you've done or not done, or failures or successes that you've had or not had with your sense of worthiness. Because so many people, they stack up in their minds, oh, I tried that and I failed, or oh, I tried that and I failed, or oh, I had a go at this and it didn't really work out. And so they start to feel like they're a failure, or that they're unworthy, or that they can't do it. And so I'd love you to think about holding a little baby in your arms, right? Just close your eyes with me now and imagine holding a little tiny baby. Maybe if you're a parent, you can remember holding your child for the first time. Or if you've never had kids, just imagine. Or maybe you've had a niece or a nephew that you've held. So imagine holding a little baby. And as you look at this little baby's face, noticing how precious and special and innately worthy this little baby is. Notice this little baby breathing with soft skin, smelling milky and soft, with fluffy baby hair, and little pursed lips. Right? Noticing that little baby, so precious. Such a miracle of existence, right? It's a miracle. Every baby that is born is a miracle, right? And so recognizing, I know this might sound a bit funny, recognizing that a baby can't do anything, doesn't really, bring anything in terms of it can't do anything around the house. It needs to be fed all the time. Like, babies are a real drain on the resources, right? They need a lot of time. They need a lot of energy. They, stop you from sleeping properly. They're quite difficult to look after. You can't put them down. You can't pick them up. You've got to, change the nappy all the time. They're a lot of energy resource to go into. But even in spite of that, we know that little babies and children are totally worthy, right? They're worthy of that time. They're worthy of that attention. They're worthy of that care, because it's life. It's a miracle. It's life. And so noticing that overflowing wonder at the miracle of life when you imagine holding this baby. And it can't do anything. It doesn't really add to life in any way. It just exists. And remember that you were a baby like that once too, right? Somewhere along the line, you might have been socialized, like so many of us were, that your worthiness was conditional, right? Somewhere along the line, you might have been taught or conditioned into the idea that you needed to be cool, or have certain clothes, or look a certain way, or have straight hair or wavy hair, or a different skin color, or be taller or shorter, or whatever it was, smarter, or whatever it was that you thought you needed to be in order to be more worthy. And so that just continues through life. We think we have to have the nice car, we have to have the good-looking girlfriend or boyfriend, or we have to have the marriage and the white picket fence and the 2.5 kids, right? So many stories about what a person needs to have in order to be worthy. But worthiness is not conditional upon what you have. Your worthiness is intrinsic because you exist, right? Your worthiness is intrinsic because you exist. Just let that land in your body. There's nothing you need to do. There's nothing you need to have. There's nothing you need to have done. There's no success you need to have achieved in order to finally reach get the blue tick of approval of worthiness. You don't have to have a certain number of likes or followers or, have a certain number in the bank balance. It's not conditional upon any of those things. It's unconditional. Your worthiness is unconditional. It is intrinsic. You have it simply because you exist. And so just allow yourself to, for a minute, bask in that worthiness. Right? Bask in that worthiness, because so often we stop ourselves from going after what we really want. We stop ourselves from chasing our dreams. We stop ourselves from going after and really standing for the person that we want to become because we feel unworthy, and it's just not true. It's just not true. Just allow yourself to bask in that reflected glory of allowing yourself to feel worthiness and start to cultivate a feeling of worthiness. It's not arrogant. It's not, too takey. This is just a healthy level of loving yourself. And just the same way that you would love a child, allow yourself to love yourself. For some of you, this might seem a little bit woo-woo, and I don't mind. I'm happy to be that person, right? Allow yourself to feel it. Allow yourself to feel that worthiness. Hey, I am worthy. I don't need to have X, Y, Z in order to be worthy. I just am, right? Because that is going to help you in your marketing, in your sales conversations. It's going to help you to transmit that sense of worthiness to your clients, which they need also. So I hope this helps. We've got 3 more pillars to go. Join me in the next videos to grow these pillars of confidence so you can implement all of Taki's amazing strategies in this program.